Hey guys, Yuliya here. So today is finally day for a garden tour. We have not done one since April, which is really embarrassing, but you know, it is what it is. So before I start the garden tour, I just wanted to say there will be an announcement about our garden at the end of this video, so make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. All right, so as for the garden tour, I will start with this beautiful hydrangea that I have blooming here. This is Invincibelle. This is one of the original hydrangea arborescens, and it's absolutely gorgeous this year. Huge blooms. So it starts out this pink color and it is fading out right now, and it starts to fade. It actually turns chartreuse, and it will be that color all the way through the rest of the summer, through the fall, and through the winter. So absolutely beautiful. I actually cut this plant down to about 1 foot off the ground, and all this growth just happened this year. It's incredible. It is just incredible hydrangea. There is a little milkweed right next to me. This is a great native plant. You know I love native plants, and you will see a lot of them in this border. There's some more flowers here. This is Miscanthus grass, and I love the fine texture of this grass. Miscanthus is invasive in some parts of the country. I've never heard of it escaping cultivation or gardens in our area, but I keep an eye on it. So, but absolutely beautiful grass, and you can kind of walk by and touch the blades. It's gorgeous, and the sun is in my eye. I'm sorry, I'll be squinting for a little bit. So we have beautiful echinaceas blooming right now, and the monarch butterflies are all over. They were all over here today, and there are tons of bees here. There are some Shasta daisies over here, and also this hardy hibiscus will be blooming later. Hi kitty, you want to say hi? I know. You want to be part of the tour? So there's another one. Anyway, this hardy hibiscus will be blooming later in the season, but the plant I want to talk about is this verbascum. It has not bloomed yet, but it's about to bloom. It is a great native plant. I love the candle-like flowers on this plant, but what I did not know is that it was actually not deer resistant. So the deer kind of browsed through and ate it to about here. But they kind of did me a favor because now I have more flowers there. They pruned it a little bit, so it's bushier. Michael, who is, by the way, recording today, thank you so much, Michael. Michael really loves these two arborvitaes here. These are Smaragds, and they provide kind of a pause in the border, which, you know, we love color as gardeners. Obviously, you know, as much color as possible, but sometimes you need that calmness in your border, maybe something evergreen, something just one color to calm your eye. So these do the job. Now, my other complaint about deer is this hydrangea. This is a Hydrangea tardiva, and beautiful blooms, but guess what? Was chopped down all the way to here by deer, and all of my blooms were eaten, and I have like 1 to 3 left. Super upsetting. I have sprayed for deer as well, but apparently it didn't work. Now this beautiful phlox here, this is an old-fashioned phlox, really fragrant, was also not deer proof apparently, or I don't know, I had some sort of deer that was really hungry this year that went and kind of ate everything. Now the star of the show this year, and I'm gonna kind of climb in here, is this bee balm. And I know it looks red, and I know I told you guys that I'm not a really red color fan in the garden, but this is more like a purple red. So this bee balm is an amazing pollinator attractor. So we've had monarch butterflies, we had swallowtails, we had tons of bees, honeybees, bumblebees. And it's just a beautiful plant. It's very fragrant. Whenever I smell this bee balm, it kind of screams summer to me, like instantly. So Michael actually took a photo a couple of days ago of me standing in this bee balm, and there's this ray of sunlight kind of shining through, and it was just such an amazing photo. I think we wouldn't be able to recreate it if we try. So great job. But bee balms are very easy plants. They're very drought tolerant. The only complaint that I have about them, well, actually a couple of complaints. One, they tend to be a little aggressive on the aggressive side, but they're easier to control. They don't spread by seed, they only spread by rhizomes. So if you need to pull some, they're easy to control, and also they get mildew at the end of the summer. So what I do at the first sign of the mildew, I actually cut them down to about 2 feet off the ground. And not only does it take care of the mildew, it actually reblooms, which is awesome. The blooms are not as big as right now, but they will rebloom. So as we move forward, I just wanted to talk about this devil strip a little bit. Devil strip is in my neck of the woods, is the area that is between the road and the sidewalk. It is one of the hardest spaces to cultivate in the garden. So we have to think about plants that are very drought tolerant, salt tolerant, obviously exhaust tolerant. So tough plants. So from here to all the way down here, that's all new plantings this year. This Michael and I actually created with no dig method. So we did not dig this at all. And if you want to learn about the no dig method a little bit, there's a video that I made, and I will post the link down below. So from here to probably here, this is what we planted last year. Be careful, there's a cat. There are cats everywhere. So I just wanted to talk about these plants a little bit, because this is one of my favorite compositions right now. The echinaceas are absolutely gorgeous. So these are just babies of the echinaceas that I had back there. I just replanted. This beautiful plant that a lot of people are not familiar with, this is wild quinine. And if you're into native plants, if you want to support pollinators, wild quinine is a must, like to have on your list. So if you go to Prairie Moon Nursery, you can just order a flat of quinine, plant it in your garden, enjoy this plant. It's an amazing plant, very drought tolerant, amazing pollinator, also blooms for a very long time. There are very few plants that will bloom for like a month or month and a half, and believe it or not, this has been blooming for that long. It's absolutely stunning. I love the structure of it. Everything about it is perfect. It goes with everything. Now over here we have these fun looking plants or flowers. These are Echinops Blue Globe, and right over here there's some more. So these are technically thistles, so they look kind of weedy before they start blooming, and then when they bloom, they are these fun looking flowers. They're just awesome. Be careful when you handle them, they're very prickly, but gorgeous plant. So we have some Cleomes that are starting to bloom, and some feverfews that are kind of on the way out. So let me talk about this creature right here, this very tall creature. This is Joe Pye weed, and it's another amazing native. When it opens up and it's about to bloom, it blooms light purple flowers, and incredible pollinator. It's very tall this year. Everything is very tall this year. I'm not sure because we had very wet spring or something, I don't know. But I am 5'8" or 5'7.5" according to Mike, so you can just see how tall this plant is. Now there are a couple of more bee balms over on this side. So this patch right here, is just a division of the one I just showed you. So you can, so little budget gardening, you could just make divisions of the plants that you want more of in your garden and create this cohesion in your flower beds as well. So there's a connection in your flower bed that it's like all one themed. Now, behold, the lilies have been amazing this year. Of course, I would have had more of them if the deer didn't browse through and ate half of them. But these are Casa Blanca lilies, and they are astonishing. They're absolutely gorgeous. So these are Oriental lilies, and the easy way to tell Oriental lily from Asiatic lilies is the fragrance. So the Oriental lilies smell amazing, and as the night progresses, they smell more and more. And I love the white color because even when it's dusk, you can really see them. So I did have some bugs kind of chewing on them, you know, deer and the bugs chewing on them, but they're still made it through. They're absolutely gorgeous. If you can zoom in on the flower. So you, the one thing that you have to think about, right here, you see how the pollen is kind of washed off on the petals. So like stay away if you're wearing something white because the pollen is gonna get all over your clothing. So let's go back to the devil strip a little bit. Here I have a native grass. This is switchgrass, Shenandoah. And switchgrasses or other native grasses like little blue stems are incredibly drought tolerant and very fitting in a space like this. If you're struggling with something that is drought tolerant, native grasses are the answer. Absolutely. And so I do not have irrigation in this border, so I do water it sometimes when we have a heat wave. Other than that, all these plants are on their own. There's some Pinacetum here, which will bloom later in the season. Some more Echinacea divisions. Some more Cleome, and these beautiful Delphiniums, the larkspur. Look at the blue color. That is like true blue color here. And the Cleomes are beautiful. Now this Echinacea right here, I don't remember planting it. If I did, I think this was white swan. So some more Cleomes, some more Miscanthus over here. And right here, I have this gorgeous phlox that when I bought it, I do not remember the name of it. It was a while ago. This phlox is about 7 years old. I wish I knew the name because phlox gets a lot of mildew, and this is the cultivar that does not get mildew. The white that I have here is just a deer spray. I don't know the name of it. If you guys know the name of it, post in the comment section below. I really appreciate it. Other than that, I think we have some more Cleomes blooming over here. There's a little kitty who's really enjoying himself. Psst, you're so cute. You're so cute. So, Michael, if you could just walk over there. I just want you to show, I just want to show you the overview. Be careful, don't get killed by a car. The overview of the garden. It's magnificent this year. It's absolutely magnificent. So you see the layering, you see different heights, different textures. Just absolutely beautiful. And we have people walking by all the time and asking questions. So, you know, I think this is it for the garden tour for today. I hope you enjoyed it and it wasn't too long. Next part is I will show you the little surprise that I have for you. All right, you guys, so this is a surprise. Our garden made it to New Jersey Monthly Magazine, which was really, really exciting. Ta-da! There's our doggy, and it's so funny how different the garden looks this year from last year, but still absolutely beautiful. The photographer did an amazing job taking photos of the garden, and I am so incredibly grateful for this article. And they also interviewed me about some tips on gardening in the summer. So if you live in New Jersey, grab a copy and read the article. I think it's very well written and just beautiful. Alright guys, this is it for today. I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, post them in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.